little over a week ago, the sequel to Coming to America, was released on Amazon Prime, for it is an Amazon original. So right now is the perfect time to put Coming to America against Coming to America to see which comedy I like better. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Gabriel and I love to rank movies. If you can relate, consider hitting that subscribe button. And please know that everything I say about these movies is just my opinion, but I would love to see yours down in the comment section. But with that said, let's begin. The original Coming to America is by far one of my favorite comedies of all time. Gosh, this movie is hilarious. This film is perfectly cast and wonderfully portrayed. The film is about Prince Akeem who travels to Queens in search of a queen. Just by that, you can tell how funny this film is. The humor is perfectly timed and delivered in a way that makes it perfectly believable. Most of the comedy comes from Akeem and Semi reacting to the New Yorkers, and it is truly hilarious. And I'm not just saying that, I'm being completely honest. I could watch this film any day and it would still hold up because of its rewatchability. In the end, the film is enchanting, funny, and is a must-see for every comedy film fan. Eddie Murphy was in the peak of his career in the 80s and 90s, and Coming to America is no different. Eddie Murphy is just like one of the funniest actors ever. His facial expressions, the way he delivers the dialogue, and everything he does in this film is fantastic. Arsenio Hall is great, but like most people, I do prefer Eddie Murphy's amazing performance. It feels as if the filmmakers behind this movie followed the term rom-com as literally as they could, because Coming to America is truly a rom-com. Of course, I think it leans more into the comedy genre, and I love that about the film. The fact that I was invested in every single character and immersed in what was going on is what compensated a great deal for the story's predictability and kept the movie afloat for me. There's so many bad and unfunny comedies, but thankfully, Coming to America is not one of them whatsoever. John Landis hit a home run with Coming to America, and I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I wish I could say I liked Coming to America just as much as the original, but sadly, I did not. Of course, I didn't think it was going to measure up to the original. The original is a great film. There's no way to surpass such a hilarious comedy. However, this movie would have been vastly improved if they had just removed a good bit of the film. There were some bad decisions in my opinion. If it had just a few more laughs included, it would have been more satisfying for me. The laughs here were mostly attributed to nostalgia. It's not a bad movie, but it really could have been so much more. It did have some pretty funny moments, but to me, Eddie Murphy didn't have the same charm as he did in the first. Because of this, unfortunately, this film was not nearly as funny. Really, for me, the only funny jokes were the ones that were run on from the original, so for me, they didn't ever come up with an original joke that I thought was just as funny. I've said this a lot about films, but this film especially uses cliches for comedy. There was also some really forced action in this film that I don't think was needed. One thing I found that was kind of obnoxious was the random pop and hip-hop music they played throughout the film. It didn't fit the film at all, and they could have taken it out and the film might have been a bit better. Leslie Jones was incredibly annoying and gave a bad performance in my opinion, and the whole plot about Akeem having a son just never really worked for me. Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall still have the same chemistry as they did in the original film, and the acting from the stars like, obviously, Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, James Earl Jones, and all of the same actors from the original were amazing. But where the acting kind of falls flat is from the newcomers, with the exception of Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes' performance was pretty good. This was a major letdown, but I can't say it's terrible. It's just not very good. Coming to America is going to get a 5.5 out of 10. So with all that being said, I think the clear winner is the original Coming to America, for it has better comedy, acting, and a better script.